Hello everyone, hope you're doing great. And module for this section is social engineering. Social engineering, the word itself describes it's a methodology based on social experimenting. Means you have to an attacker uses communication media to bamboozle. You say bamboozle someone. So attacker prompting someone to do something and gain information is a method uh, which is called social engineering. Without wasting a time, I will discuss what I'm going to discuss, and I will be discussing phishing. I will be discussing some social engineering method, not all, because it's an ethical hacking course, and I do not promote this unethical. It's only for educational purposes. Do it on yourself. Don't do it other PC, or you will get in trouble. Uh, so first thing, I will show you my topology which I'm going to use. I'm using a Linux machine and a Windows machine. Rest of my machines are closed, so I will be not be using these machines. My Windows machine is at .35. My Linux machine is at .239. That's only my topology. My network is 192.168.255.0/24. So the first lab, to be anonymous. To be anonymous, there are many things. So first we will see email. For email, we have services called tempmail.org, which gives you a temporary email to receive and send SMS. Most of the hackers use this to target your client or target whatever you want to. So you have to attacker basically use these kinds of email and receives the email. So this is the website temp minus mail.org. Just note it. The next one similar to this is Proton Mail. Proton Mail is one of the powerful mail out there, which uh, which helps us to be anonymous on my mail side. Means it's a basically it is based on dark web, and it uses onion routing. Onion routing is kind of a routing which US Navy used in their time for sending messages in World War or something. But it is still available. Onion routing. It's a Tor based. Tor based. If you want to use dark web, it's you have to download a Tor browser. So it's based completely based on that stuff. That's why our email sending everything is so secure. That's why many of the hackers have Proton Mail, and this can't be tracked. But there have been cases when a person tried to threaten some government issue. So government can force this Swiss privacy, but officially for small purposes they won't disclose that this account belongs to this IP. But mainly the small purposes they won't. But in big cases, if you are going to prompt very unethical methodologies, so they will be finding out these things. But basically, it's based on onion routing, and you are safe, I guess. I guess in my knowledge, it's very safe. So the next methodology is to send a secure SMS. For that, you have CSMS, and SMS prompting is E-free SMS. There is a call option here also, but when I tried this website, it was not working. SMS was working completely fine. You can set a recipient, you can set the sender, whatever you want, you can set in the field. SMS was working completely fine. So this call method was not working. That's why I will not prompt. And one more thing, that I am not promoting unethical hacking as well. I am not telling you to use this specific website, but these websites were working when I was writing my lab manual. So you can use this website. It's completely fine. And next thing, I will show you how to call someone with any number. So this is the globephone.com, which actually allows you to send SMS to, but the key feature is that its calling is available. So many websites they used to register and all. So if you want to be anonymous, you don't need to register. They only use you for their data. So don't register for these websites. These websites that I am showing you is free of registration. You don't have to do registration to perform an attack. You can call directly. You have to type the number and you can call directly. No need. So these are the website. Next, I will be showing you some phishing, creating a phishing website. So Basically, the first lab, to be anonymous, I meant you to send some malicious files, send some links through that malicious file can be automatically downloaded. You can prompt many methods. It's social engineering methods. You can search for it because it is not covered in CH that much. So I will not discuss these methods in deep. So the next method I will be showing you to create a website using phishing technology. Okay, phishing technology, because it's the most used technology among hackers to phish someone, to show them a reputed website and trick the user to prompt their credentials. That what phishing means. So we will be jumping into a Kalibag or sorry, Kalibox for that. I'm really sorry for that. Kalibox for that. Okay, so let me jump into my Kalibox. Yeah. So I will be pausing this video and loading whatever I need. So by default, there are tools in Kali. So you have to create websites and you have to create junk website, Instagram. You have to copy the HTML script. But there is a repository in GitHub that you can use and you can run the script in Kali Linux. So for example, I will show you Black Eye. Okay, sorry, my pen actually slipped. Okay. Black Eye is a GitHub repository which allows, there is another alternative which is Hidden Eye. Both works the same. There is no issue with both the tools. Basically, you have to do is download this thing, or you can clone this thing by giving git clone and the link of this GitHub repository. It will be downloaded to your Kali box, and you can run the file, run the script, and you will be prompted. So what I've done is, I've already done this. I will show you the folder that I have downloaded it in my desktop. Here it is. It's Black Eye Master. Okay, I downloaded it from Git clone. There is no need. You can manually download it and browse it. There is no need. So I will be prompting it. So let me go into that folder, which is desktop cd, desktop, yeah, de, and my Black Eye Master. I'm in my website, and if I do ls, I have all the thing. First, when you install this, Njork will be not there, but Njork is right now here. So because if you first time run it, it will ask you for link, and your link may be not generated because this Black Eye repository is having some trouble. So you have to basically do what I am doing. Lab manual shows a older version of Black Eye, but this is a newer version. I'll be showing you how to do it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, uh, so the command to clone a thing is git clone, and you have to simply type the git repository link, and it will be downloaded. No tension. You have to be you have to create account in Git so that it can fetch the data. Unless, you won't be able to do the git clone. Okay. The next thing I'm going to show you is this Black Eye. So for that, I will do black eye .sh, and I will use a bash tool to run this script. And you can see there are many websites, but it is broken. I will show you it is broken right now, but they will fix it. They have mentioned it. They will fix it as soon as they can. It will be starting PHP server, ngrok server, and the link will be not be there. So to create a link, there is a method, another method. See, send this link to victim. Basically, you have to send this link. You can actually prompt a local server too. For that, you have to download a different repository. Means setting my IP as a location, as IP as a login HTML page. So basically, there is no. So I will close this script. What you have to do is take out another terminal. You can use Control Alt Tab, which will do the same, which will open your terminal. I am not able to use that because it's my virtual machine and it's an HTML5 console. That's why. So the command for running and knowing a ngrok status is, So here we are. What we have to do is go into that directory. Let me clear this out. I was not in the directory. That why it was not working. Okay, go into that directory, and if you do ls, you will be finding ngrok. Okay, so you have to manually set it because this tool is not working. You can download Hidden Eye. It is the same method, but it works on Python. So you have to write Python 3 and the file name because it's .py. So what you have to do is manually set the ngrok. So for that you have to type. I'll show you this one. Okay, dot/ngrok http 8080, which means start an HTML service, HTTP service at port number 88, and n slash dot/ngrok will assign a domain name to that, so you can use it wherever you want. You can use it in your Windows machine. You can fool anyone. So what I will do is hit on enter, and it will give you a domain name. So this is my domain name. What you have to do is simply copy this and send to anyone, send to any target, and it's currently listening on that code. So next thing I will do is go to that folder, same folder, black eye, because it's not currently working. They have mentioned that they will fix it. So maybe when you're seeing, they may have fixed it, but this method is also correct. You can do it manually, or you can use the options fields too. So I am triggering this thing manually. That's why this thing is little bit different. So you have to go to sites, cd sites, and if you now do ls, you will see there are many websites that you can fake into. So I'll be doing Instagram. Okay, so what you have to do is cd Instagram. Okay, Instagram. Okay, Instagram. Okay, hit enter. Now when I'm in Instagram, I have to set that my PHP server will be locally hosted. Okay, so locally hosted in the sense, locally hosted in my machine. This will be binded to the ngrok website, so that ngrok can grab this website from my machine. Okay, so local, sorry, it's a virtual machine. That's why there are multiple things. Local host colon 8080. My 8080 port will be working as in this thing. So it's currently listening to 8080, and what you have to do is simply copy this thing. So I will pause this video and I will show you how to access. As you can see that I have loaded that same website but in a different machine. It's contacting the ngrok, and as prompted, it's showing the correct thing. It's showing a correct individual Instagram handle. So you can see that it's Instagram, but the link is different. I use the same link. So this is a phishing attack. You can set any website. This is a manual phishing attack. Means manually I set the black eye, but officially it works like little bit different. You have to choose the option and the link will be visible. Okay, so the link will be visible. Then you have to copy the same link to other machine. But this method is also correct. You can use this method also, or the method. But currently they have an issue in the option field. So when you are doing the lab, just check it, or you can use the same method. Okay. So basically, we can fish someone doing that. Don't do uh, if you're not doing it ethically. Don't use it unethically because it's very wrong. And I will be uploading this. Okay. So have a nice day. We will see you in the next video, which will cover a different topic. Okay. Signing off.